I don't have a problem with working the case, getting animal seizure warrant, and then they'll pick up the dog if we have an animal seizure warrant. But that's making us responsible for the payments of any vet bills or housing bills. The housing bill is just $45 a day. They keep the dog for 10 days, then they euthanize it or put it up for adoption, which that stops the $10 or $45 a day. That's $450 every time we have them pick up the dog. And in the last 3 months, I've had 4 dogs that I've had to. Fortunately, on 2 of them, the landlord was family to the person they were evicting, so we talked them into taking the dogs. But the 2 that I just had, we were real close to. I advised the owner of the dog. I got a hold of them by phone and advised her over the phone that I was going to file cruelty to animals, which is Class A misdemeanor, with a fine up to $4,000 and/or jail time. And she come and got the dogs 15 minutes before we did the real possession. But if she wouldn't have done it, I'd had to work the case. So giving y'all a heads up, and I don't know where we would budget this if we end up having to do this now, but until a certain board member for animal control that works for the PD got on the board, we never had this problem. But now we do. So that's all. We need to figure out if we need to budget this.
So tell me again, what have you been doing up until now?
We've been just calling, if it's inside the city of Brownwood, we've been just calling animal control, and they've been coming and getting the dogs and doing whatever they have to do with them.
Right.
Now, animal control won't pick them up without a seizure warrant, meaning there's a case that has to be written. Go to the judge and say, hey,
Who told you that?
Troy Carroll. Troy Carroll will not work abandoned dogs if the constable's office is the ones doing it.
What if what if you're done with your eviction, you just get in the car and drive away?
We've all talked about that, but we're responsible for for the house being empty to turn it over to the landlord. And if we just let the dogs loose, if the dog bites somebody, then you're looking at liability that way. Or if the owner even goes in the house and the dog bites them, or in the backyard and the dog bites them. Because we're supposed to clear that house out and turn it over empty to the landlord or owner. And if we're going to have to do investigations on, it's not just a report and then turn it in, we have to do an investigation. How long was the dog there without somebody being there? Or have you looked for the owner? What process have you done to look for the owner? And then you file the case, and then you have to take it to the judge, and the judge has to do a seizure warrant off of what your case is. So, y'all.
It sounds awful complicated to me. Sounds beyond the word. I'm not saying your fault, but I'm just saying it's.
I don't
Sometimes city
understand.
limits, I don't know.
Now, I went to the deputy chief, Fuller. I haven't talked to the chief, but I've talked to Fuller. And Fuller's words were, Troy Carroll handles all that, whatever his decision is. But for me and the rest of the constables, this case, it's inside the city limits of Brownwood. It should be their case. But as of right now,
Thank you.
thanks.
I want to talk to how the prisoners are.
It's one of those things, it's just,
The prisoners,
it's just easier not to say what I want to say. So thank you.
Well, and I do want to add, it's funny because if we do a real possession and we go in and we find drugs, marijuana, meth, or whatever, we call it city man. They're right on it. But yeah, we'll do that. But animals, they're saying, no, y'all have to do the case.
thank you, Troy. We'll just take it out of whenever we, send them to the.
Humane Society, yeah.
They're gonna do that inside city limits. That's just I thought, I'm sorry.
I'm trying not to say something. Yeah, okay, that's right. Minutes of, meetings from August the 5th and August 5th. I'll let you hear it further. You had a chance to look at it.
Yes.
Sharon did a wonderful job as usual. I wasn't here, so I couldn't vote on it anyway.
You hear about proxy?
Oh, that's right, I sure was.
You weren't here about proxy on the meeting. Not the budget hearing.
I'm in person. I was in the waiting room, the Zoom waiting room for 37 minutes. It's been moved and seconded that we approve the meeting, minutes of the meetings as prepared. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Treasurer and auditor's reports.
Yes. you do have it. And it's, auditor, treasurer and auditor's report for the month of July 2024, ending July 31. And it takes its affidavit to prove it. So Commissioners Court states that the requirements of subsection C of section 114.026 of the Texas Local Government Code have been met. The treasurer and auditor have submitted a report to the Commissioners Court for July 31, 2024. The court has compared and examined the report and has approved it in the minutes. Attached to this affidavit is a true and correct copy of the report, including a report of the cash and other assets in the custody of the county treasurer at the time of our examination in the amount of $22,753,246.15. And everybody should have a copy of that report in front of you. If you should have a question, I'm certain an auditor or treasurer would be happy to explain to you. I move to approve this affidavit for the month of July, ending July 31, 2024.
Second.
Texas, the auditor and treasurer.
It's been moved and seconded to accept those reports. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Burn ban, assuming that we should stay on.
I think it needs to, yes.
Resolutions and presentations. Christine, you're up.
It's just not continuing education hours.
Thank you. And now the part of the minutes. Sharon?
Same thing, your, name, is it as we, Christine, that we have done our, continuing education hours. We are required to do 20 hours of continuing education. Is that what you're saying, Christine, 20 hours? And, Cheryl's not here and I have hers also.
All right. And
Would
she's,
y'all like to see these? If you'd like to see them, I'll pass them around.
so I guess all of you have whatever you're doing.
Or, yes, we do. We have a few more than we need to, just to make sure.
Thank you. New business consideration and possible approval of action to allow the sheriff's department to accept donations.
I have here in my hand a check for $5,000 from retired Justice of the Peace, Jim Kavanaugh, and his wife Kitty. They want to donate it to my office, specifically for employee recognition and awards for them. I'd like permission to accept that check.
I move to approve the sheriff's office to accept the donation.
It's been moved and seconded to accept that donation from the Kavanaughs. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? There is none.
Jail report, 176 inmates. Only 200.
Other two of them what?
Consideration and possible approval of action regarding programming and maintenance fees for radios purchased by Winchell Volunteer Fire Department.
Morning, Chief Adams wasn't able to be here this morning. They have recently purchased 7 new radios that they're requesting to put on the LCRA system. And then along with that is the question of, and I think I probably already know the answer from the previous discussion we had, but the monthly maintenance fee, which is $18 per radio, and there's a $500 one-time programming fee to set up the program for those radios. Steve and I discussed it, and he understands that they're probably going to have to pay at least one of those, or maybe both, and they're good with that either way, so just,
Well, I'm trying to remember what we did in our original agreement. We purchased all these radios and furnished them all that number of radios. I thought anything beyond that was in it. I don't know the time. I don't know about, now you're saying the warranty's expired?
yes, sir. And that's the next part, is the warranties expired on all the radios. So anything, any repairs, of course, from the county radios that come out of our budgets, but the volunteer fire departments are asking if they're going to be responsible for theirs. And then one of the questions came up is if they can just turn a radio in when it breaks, and I would think it would have to be turned in an operating radio. So we just wanted to get clarification on that so we can get everybody on the same page.
As I recall, he went into the system, looked at the city of Greenville, went into the system, and we agreed to purchase all these radios to get them all switched over. And then we agreed to take up the maintenance fees on the radios that we did provide at that time, but I think if we decided anything beyond that, I think it's not really, that was kind of like, we got them all in, it's got them all started, you got to switch to a new radio, but I don't think that, I don't remember us taking on
We
the
did have
the
one,
internal expenses of all the radios for the volunteer.
yeah, y'all did approve from Brooks Smith to add one radio about a year and a half ago, and y'all paid the expenses for it, but I think the comment was it'll be on case by case basis going forward.
I don't know. That is. What's this?
Well, let's jump down to the questions you've got here, factory warranty, blah, 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 and the volunteer fire department turns it in our local radio.
They're on county inventory, correct?
Yes, sir.
I honestly don't remember the discussion.
Yeah, I don't think we ever had the official discussion.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they've got a dead radio they want to turn in. I guess they're do that. We're not obligated to, at this point, to replace it.
If they were issued an operating radio at the time.
Yeah.
You know, they are not.
Well, I guess the question is, I mean, okay, your young radio breaks and you turn it in, and then the next one breaks and you turn it in.
That you're gonna run out of radio.
We're gonna run out of radios.
Are these 7 new radios, are they additional? Or
Yes.
are they replacing some? or-
Now, they bought some more trucks that increase the size of their fleet. I think they got a good deal on some trucks from New Mexico. So 3 of them are mobile radios and 4 are portable radios.
They're not replacing radio.
No, sir, they're adding to it.
They got some really nice units out of New Mexico. Really nice.
That's what I haven't seen them. I heard them. They did well. with a lot of equipment on them.
I would say, for the, setup.
Say that again?
Paying for $500 setup, is that per radio, or is that
No,
just?
that's for all sale. These are not the Harris radios like the county box. They have to write a new program to make them work in the system.
I can't pay more. It can be.
Yeah. Did you make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
So the motion that's been made is for the county to pay the $500 setup fee for the 7 new radios, but to not pay the monthly maintenance fee of $18 per radio. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? There is none, so it passes. Did you get that, Sharon?
It's just to pay $500 Saturday.
And I'm gonna request from LCRA to get a schedule of their charges going forward for these warranties and everything, so we gotta know what to expect. We were paying $35 per radio to have to reprogram. But that was radio we had, so we'll make sure you're still kind of on board there and still know what to expect. And then also, I bring y'all out this 10-hour fuel map. There's been quite a few fires around the area north of us. And you can see kind of that yellow area, that's where the fuel dryness, the 10-hour fuels, which is quarter to half inch or 1 inch in diameter, where they ignite these, so it's the lighter fuels that they're letting out pretty quick. So that line's moving down steadily, so probably got, without some rain, pretty good fire season coming. Thank you.
Consideration and possible approval of an application to install a private line on County Road 234.
Yes. City of Brownwood is, made an application to go across 234, somewhere between the Vulcan entrance and, I don't even know what you call it, but on 234 where the road turns back and goes to 377. For the convenience store, the railroad tracks. Anyway, they need to cross the road and they need to go down the Arctic on the west side. And we're in process of repaving that portion of 234. So I agreed to a cut across that road because we are going to be repaving it. So it's a cut and then down the Arctic on the west side for one. So I moved to approve the application to install a private line to the county specifications for the city.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the application by the city of Brownwood to install a private water line on 234. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Is that, wonder, that's probably going to that new concrete place.
I believe so.
Anything else? Anything else to talk about on the regular agenda? Well, we adjourn.
Then we got bills.
Oh, we sure did. All right. to me about it, well, it's anybody. It's been moved and seconded if we approve the bills as presented by the auditor. Any discussion? Questions, clarifications, comments? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Now, is there anything else that needs to be talked about before we adjourn? All right, then we will adjourn at 9:27. Take a break for, take about a 10-minute break for.
Your agenda says 10 a.m. for budget.
I guess we'll wait till 10 a.m. Thank you for running that out.